It's 7 p.m. here in Israel on October the 7th. I'm Michael Dixon for Stand With Us, and I want to quickly catch you up on what's been a terrible day, what's been going on here. The joy of the Jewish holiday of Simchat Torah was shattered in Israel today as Hamas staged a huge attack aimed at Israeli civilians. At 6:30 this morning, my family, including those staying with us for the holiday, heard sirens warning us of an impending attack. So 13 of us got out of bed, ran for the bomb shelter, and crowded in there, including a small baby. As we did that, Israelis up and down the country were doing exactly the same thing. And Hamas used this opportunity to attack Israel by air, land, and sea. They managed to infiltrate and set about causing bloodshed, terrorists going to Israeli cities and communities, and the likes of which we've not seen in recent memory. And the scenes were barbaric. The Palestinian terrorists were relentless as they were brutal, showing no mercy in their massacre against the young, the old, men, women, children alike. The terrorists held Israeli families hostage in their homes, and they've kidnapped them, large numbers of people, to Gaza, among them women and children, even taking dead bodies reportedly of those that they murdered. As of now, over 100 Israelis have been murdered in cold blood. There are many families separated, murdered, displaced, or kidnapped by Hamas. Over 1,000 Israelis are wounded. Hospitals are flooded with victims, and we pray for their safe recovery and their speedy recovery. In response, Israel has confirmed that we're at war. The Israel Defense Forces are doing everything they can to repel the terrorists and push back against the rocket fire and the attacks, and may the IDF soldiers be safe and successful. This attack has come after the Israeli government has been easing restrictions in Gaza and providing more aid than it did last year. And whatever the Palestinian leadership claims, Israel does not occupy Gaza. Israel left Gaza for peace completely in 2005. That's 18 years ago. And the response to this bold move was not an embrace of peace, but instead the takeover of Gaza by Islamist terrorists, the firing of tens of thousands of rockets onto Israeli homes, and a staggering number of Israelis killed in Palestinian terror attacks. And the money for all of this is largely funded by Iran. They gave Hamas at least $100 million just in the last year. So as you watch these scenes unfold, I want to thank you all for your messages of support. We will stand strong. Even as Jews continue to observe Simchat Torah globally, we hear you, we feel you, and we feel our friends of all backgrounds and faiths from all over the world, and we appreciate your support during this ordeal. Israel must defend itself, and all people of good conscience will stand and condemn these wanton terror attacks, these barbaric attacks, but you can make your voice heard. Please write to elected officials and demand that they stand with Israel, ensure the safe return of hostages, and condemn Hamas and back up their words with actions. And you can also keep yourself updated around the clock by following Stand With Us across social media platforms and at our Situation Room, which can be found at StandWithUs.com. Even now, as these attacks continue, Palestinian leaders and anti-Israel activists are spreading misinformation and justifying terrorism and carnage. Please help by sharing what is really going on and why. Thank you, and Shalom. Am Yisrael Chai.